Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. Welcome back to Riverview. The map has gotten an update and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what has been added to the map here in a little bit. I've already updated the save. It required a new save game, so I had to bring some things over. Some things didn't get brought over, so I had to use some creative methods to get us back to a point where about we were with our game save. I've bought some goats. In fact, we're going to be going by the goat field or the goat pasture here in a minute. So we have 50 goats. I've also bought the grain mill. I've bought the dairy and the bakery. That's the other one I bought because I want to get into some of these custom productions. Tyler, good evening. How you doing? So our goats, there's our goats over here. Farmland ID 56. I've got 50 goats. 50 goats hanging out here. We can hold 2,100 goats in this pen. 2,100. 2,147 to be exact. I've already got some goat milk going on here, so that's great to hear. Or great to see. Well, in prepping for my root vegetable video, I discovered a bug. Who would have thought? So, I reported that one earlier today. Obviously, that's not going to get fixed between now and tomorrow. Unless it's going to be in a patch that's coming tomorrow. But then I don't know why they would have told me to make a bug report. That is a lot of goat milk. I mean, we gotta get out of debt. We gotta get some more cows so we can get some more regular milk. Because there's some really cool things I want to be making down here at the dairy. Or I want to make down here at the bakery. But it all starts with flour here at the grain mill, which is up on the hill here. There we go. Oh, slow down. Slow down, buddy. All right, let's look here. Let's look at the menu. All right, we got our grain mill. We can make barley, canola, corn, oat flour, soy flour, and wheat flour, as well as rice and long grain rice flour. So we are making sorghum flour here. And we're going to be sending that over to our bakery, right? Well, the bakery can make a whole lot of things. So we can make bread with our flour, but we can't make it with flour. We need to make it with dough. So we have to make dough first, right? We can make broche, but we need sunflower oil, flour, eggs, milk, sugar, chocolate, yeast, and water. All right, we can make cakes. Flour, sugar, milk, eggs, butter, strawberries. I want to make cookies. We need flour, sugar, chocolate, eggs, and water. Well, we have chickens. We have dairy, but we don't have a sugar mill yet. So to make dough, you need flour, eggs, milk, and yeast. In order to get yeast, you got to have a sugar mill. Dang it. Donuts. Flour, milk, butter, sugar, chocolate, canola. Pancakes. Everyone loves pancakes. Flour, eggs, canola, milk, honey. Pizza. Flour, cheese, tomatoes. Alright, well, I got a dairy. I can make cheese, right? Although that looks like, I don't know which that is. Cow cheese. Sandwiches. Bread. Bread? Well, where's bread in this mix? Oh, bread. Yeah, down. I was like, where's bread? Butter, cheese, tomatoes, lettuce. And flour, sugar, butter, milk, strawberries, and canola oil. Alright, so here we have our cow cheese. Yep. So, pretty normal stuff here until we get down here to soy milk and yogurt, sugar and strawberries. So, yeah. And then, like I said, we have our sugar mill. And we get yeast as a byproduct of sugar. Right, so lots of cool production going on here. Pianos have been added to this update, as is the dairy, as a production point as opposed to just a sell point. So all of that dairy production has been added. Soybean oil. Alright, so there you go. Alright, let's get on. Oh, you know what? We need a mod that is like a pork roaster. Okay, we need a trailer-driven smoker, and we bring wood chips or charcoal to it, and we bring a pig to it, and it makes barbecue. We got a long drive back to the farm. I also thought about setting the speed to 5 and leaving it there. Which means maybe we need to up our days per month. You know what? I started to get into Path of Exile. And then I got distracted. I don't remember what I got distracted with, but I just got distracted. And now, of course, Path of Exile 2 is in early access, paid early access. You know, it'll be a free-to-play game when it comes out. But then we also have Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 coming out soon. And that's going to look like absolute fabulous. So it's the curse of too many computer games, too many PC games. Some days I honestly envy console players because of their lack of choice. Just saying. don't know what type of yield we're gonna get out of that, but all right, while you're running, let's go unload this again. And hopefully we can get ahead. I've not been ahead at all tonight. It's all been catch up. No mustard, just ketchup. I mean, one thing about PoE is the dev tree is just so overwhelming. I mean, you could probably never repeat a build, and that's all you ever play. So for now, it's just been Farm Sim in order to try to get the tips and tricks playlist built up. Right, we're gonna have sorghum this week. We're gonna have corn. We're gonna have sunflowers. We're gonna have sugar beets. I got potatoes next Monday. Soybeans just dropped, right? Nope, not the right way. I thought we got here pretty quick. Oh, Max, I know, right? It's like, well, we already had the new Frontier map. Right, so that one is the first. I don't know, I kind of feel like that's a cheater map because it's basically a wilderness map. As opposed to, you know, a full-on map that's all pre-built and ready to go. Oh, I know I thought about putting down some greenhouses, but I don't know if I have enough money to do that. This is quite the amalgam of buildings. The old grain mill and the new grain mill combined. Alright, once we get this back up to the field, we can check on our seeder guy. We can check on our sprayer. But then I guess we'll need to roll the field. Or fields. I think we definitely need to go at least 2-day months. It'll slow down productions, but I explained to somebody the other week how I used to play seasons back in Farm Sim 17, where I would leave the clock at like 10 times speed, and I would play a 24-day months they had back then. So right now we have 28-day months, and we had 24-day seasons back then. So 24 divided by 3. And by setting it to 10 times speed, a day lasted an hour of real time. And you had to be on hopping to get things done in the day that you wanted to get done in. Alright, let's unload this. What's up, Rez? How you doing? How are things? Oh, did I get there like right before you filled up? Are you taking any time off for the upcoming holidays? Maybe you can join us on a weekend as we crash and burn. Well, I thought I was going to get caught up. Oh, look. Technicality, you got the holiday off. We got that going on. And I'll be honest, I thought about putting grass in this other field. That going. How are we doing here? %. We just fold it up. Okay, let's go. Let's run back to the shop. Let's get the rest of the herbicide in this thing. We'll make it back up to the farm. And before we forget, two-day months. Well, I've got a week and a half left for the year. My last working day is the 20th, the half day. And then I go back on the 2nd. it's like getting 10 weeks of vacation during the year, and then a 2-week mandatory vacation at the end of the year. I mean, I only feel like I work like 9 months out of the year. That would be it. A game hour every 12 minutes. You gotta get a job in education, right? Then you got all the time in the world off. All right, here we go. A fun little spray rig I got going on here. Well, I don't teach people either. I mean, how's it a part-time job? Are you not there all day? Or do they count it part-time because of the summer work, or the lack of summer work? Alright, let's park this thing here. Alright, let's go. We gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go, we gotta go. Eddie, thank you for finding our channel. Thank you for your compliments. The map, I don't know when the map will be released. The map did get an update earlier this week. I have that update now. CavalierRoy said it'll be the last. There's one more update coming, and that's when he changes out all the trees. At that point, I expect probably just a little bit more testing, and then he'll send it to Giants. Giants has discontinued their testing thread, so we really don't know how backlogged they are, but I can tell you that I know folks who have submitted mods to Giants 2 weeks ago, and they're not out. So I feel like there's a pretty good backlog already for FS25 mods. So once it does get sent to Giants, then it's simply a waiting game for Giants to get to it, test it, send it back if there's any reason to send it back, and all of that. So honestly, 2025, probably, hopefully, mid-January would be my just rough guess. It's fully playable, but it's got to go through the process for all platform release, right? So and then add to that, the Giants will be taking off for holiday, probably in the next, sometime in the next week and a half, 2 weeks. My guess is their last working day is going to be the 20th also, and they probably won't be back until the 2nd, which is frustrating because you know what? Modders are going to be shoving stuff and submitting things throughout the entire break. So then when they get back, they're going to be so backlogged. Right? But right now they are motivated to try to get the second patch out, probably before they do that winter break. Oh, but how long would you be on the oil rig? I mean, if it's like the Bering Sea fishermen that are like fishing for 3 months and they make enough for an entire year. I mean, what's wrong with that? I bet you the money's really good. Oh, well, if the money's not good, then forget that. This sounds like a job for a young kid. That is correct, Eddie. CavalierRoy sent this directly to me, so yeah. So early access is at the mappers and modders' discretion, really, right? Who do they send it to? Who do they not send it to? What's up, David? What I really like about this map is his extra productions, right? A lot of the productions have extra things in them. Really does give you a different dynamic, so you're not, like, for example, you have to make dough to make bread. So if we look here while this thing's unloading, right, to make bread, I have to have dough. Well, to make dough, I have to have flour, eggs, milk, and yeast. So flour is the grain mill, eggs are chickens, milk is cows plus the dairy, and yeast, well, yeast is from the cereal factory. No, sugar mill. So yeast is a byproduct of making sugar, apparently. Who'd have known? So, yeah, to make bread, you have to own the dairy, the grain mill, and the sugar mill. Then you have to make dough. Then you can finally make bread. And if you want to get really cool, you can make sandwiches, which requires bread, butter, cheese, and tomatoes, and lettuce. So that's everything you need to make bread with, plus the dairy for butter and cheese, plus a greenhouse for tomatoes and lettuce, right? So kind of neat. All right, back we go. 39C. I thought it was, well, no, it's summertime, right? I was thinking about that the other day. You're going to be leaving summer and coming to our winter. So I posted in the Discord, but I'd be curious if there's anyone who is in the Louisville area or could make a venture to Louisville. I'm going to be at the National Farm and Machine Show in Louisville, Kentucky in the middle of February, and I'd love to meet up with anybody that can make it there, hang out, check out the show. This will be my 3rd year going. In the last 2 years, I've documented the show for those that can't make it. It's a great opportunity to see real farm machinery up close and personal. Get in the cab, see how it looks, feel how it looks, and just get a general size, because this stuff is massive. The show is free, right? So all you got to do is pay for parking if you can make it a day trip, or if you can't make it a day trip, then you would have, you know, lodging. But the show itself is free. Well, Louisville's quite a trip for you, but yeah, PAX. So tickets go on sale tomorrow for PAX East. That is in Boston in early May this coming year. It's a little bit later than it is usually. I'll also be at PAX East this coming year. Giants will be at PAX East as well. So you swing by, say hey to Kermit, and who knows who else might be there. That's right, David. If you show up to Louisville, you'll also be able to meet a real-life, genuine Australian who has that funny accent. Well, Raz, let's just say there are individuals within Giants that definitely see the merit of the show. It is just, it's just a process to bring others around to the merit of the show. I mean, David's working it into like a month-long family trip. I would say a community meetup would definitely be something that is still a potential, right? I think it's kind of on us to maybe organize it, and you know what? The Louisville show would be a great opportunity to do some sort of meetup. I'm gonna put some feelers out to some folks. Oh my gosh, where's the trees? You know, this would be a great opportunity to have the speed sync mod. Alright, let's see here. How much do we have in the bakery? Or not in the bakery, the grain mill. 40,000 liters. How much have we sent to the bakery? Alright, let's put the rest in our silo. Are they all booked up, or they just only do tours during certain months? I mean, that's what it looks like. They just haven't posted them yet. Let's hope so, at least. Put this in our silo. And then I'm gonna grab some more TMR for the cows. Bring our cedar back. No hay. All right. I don't need a TMR mixer either, because we're making TMR, so that's another thing I can sell. Let's look at this stuff here. What do I own that I don't need? I don't need a plow. I don't need a spreader, because I already have a spreader. Right? See, I got that one. I don't need a tether, because I can make hay in my production building. I don't need this. Sure, well, windrow. I don't need a windrow either. Not with the big M. Yeah. Give me some more money. Whoa. Ricky, no, I don't have that issue. I mean, usually when things like that crop up, I would, first thing I would go to would be a mod conflict. And to take mods out. And then see if that continues. And if it doesn't, then start modding, adding mods back in until it happens again. All right, we're gonna empty our harvester and then we're gonna forward into tomorrow. Oops. What's up, Scooter? You know what? You know what I forgot all about? This video is brought to you by Patrick Cornier and Schultz Modding. Thank you for being farm barons. Welcome to Newbie Farm, where new newbies should be farming because the challenges are hard. You know what? I know what else I can do. We're going to sell a building and look about putting out some greenhouses. Maybe a key binding thing? Do you have custom key bindings? Or are you just using the generic key bindings? We're getting the fog. Let's shut this thing down. There we go. Well, I would say I would personally wouldn't use anything from that site myself. Oh, there's our moon. I forgot about our moon. The nighttime sky. All these little changes really add up. What are these Buy King Mod scripts do? That in storage. Shut our truck down and we'll sleep. Oh, well, you mean he stole Place Anywhere, Terraform, Paint Anywhere from the mod hub and put his own little name on it? Oh, October. Did it wilt? Did our crop wither? It did. Oh well. That's fine. That's fine. We can make use of that. Oh, we're still getting random achievements. Oh, we have to go get our header trailer. And then we'll figure out what we need to do on all of our fields. Here we go. Now I repaired this thing before I started harvesting that field. Here, so it's not so bumpy. We've got grass that's come up. That's good. I heard I had a comment in my grass video. Someone claiming he can get 5 cuts a year. Alright, what do you need? You need fertilizing. Alright. That's easy enough. Yeah, he was basically saying you could get a cut every other month from like, I don't know, March or April to November. You know, that woodpecker made me think about that map that had a really loud woodpecker in it. I can't remember what that was. See how our silage bales are coming along. I guess we'll use this one. Oops. There we go. While I'm thinking about it. Where do you output? Which side do you output on? Oh, that'll work perfect. Dude, does this output on the left or the right? I think it outputs on the right. Yeah, outputs on the right. Come on. I guess we'll just go for one for now. One for now. One for now. Or do we go with a medium one? We're good. Yep. Yeah, Raz, it makes some gray. That way you don't have to worry about it. I need weeding. Okay. Works especially good for when you're fertilizing and you like are, well, I don't know where I've been. Right? Oh, that's great. I got weed destruction. You can see where I've driven because the weeds are being destroyed. Because they're in a second growth state. Well, sadly, this spreader doesn't have variable adjustments. So I'll have to do it the hard way. I haven't updated autoload since it was released. I was thinking about probably needing to do that earlier today, but I didn't. I mean, it's kind of the it's kind of byproduct of it being alpha stage right now, right? There's so many changes going on. He implements something one way, then does something different because he realizes, oh, this other way would have been better. What? Why? Oh. There we go. I was like, why is that not showing? They produce both. Mike, you get both wool and milk. Sheep make wool, goats make milk. So if you have them in the same pen, you get both. It'll be interesting to see if the grass fields stay at 100%, or if after like one cut or two cuts they drop down. And it looks like if you are in a need, well, if you lime your fields, right? It's lime after every 3 harvests, but you lose bonus the second harvest. You lose bonus after the first harvest, even though it doesn't say need lime. Because I just figured out why my demo fields in my videos, why I could only ever get them to 95%. And it was because when I was setting the field up, I thought lime was either a 1 or a 0, a yes or a no. But it's actually a 1, 2, or a 3. Like no lime, first harvest, second harvest. And that's why I could only ever get them to 95%. Alright, where's ready to harvest? Well, my grass is ready to cut. I guess it has been 2 months. I cut it in August. It's now October. Well, remember, some of those bonuses are just 2.5%. And it seems to round down when it shows you the percentages. Right, one more. I missed the whole section. We gotta come up here and catch this one part of this field. We'll do that one. We got a weed. See how many eggs we have. Gotta get my greenhouses going. In fact, I don't even know if there's, I mean, I guess there's water on the map. There's like a marshland over here. Let's see if we can drive down there and get water. Interesting. I didn't realize that the rice fields basically filled the same. It's a special variable flow rate pipe. Small field, it comes out slowly. A large field, it comes out faster. Why is that, Raz? Is it because of all the trees? Come on, climb the hill. Oh, it builds character. It builds character, Raz. It builds character. No weeds on that field. What was the percentage? 95. Plus 95. 95. 95. 95 down and 95 to go. Yeah, this is my new spray rig. Oh, it even has variable width. Nice. So I put this when I had narrow tires put on it. Oh, I like the hoses. The hoses are wrapping around. Yeah, this is done real well. Vader, what is up? Bandine, how you doing? How's everybody doing this fine evening? Where we just hang out and chill? Oh, Vader, it's fine, right? We're just chilling out. Can't think of a better way to enjoy a Tuesday evening. Turn off. Oh, I do wish you could lock even if you were going backwards. I seem to do that a lot. I try to engage the course or engage steering, but I'm in reverse and it doesn't take. All right, catch you later, Vader. Catch you later, Greenville. We're going to be going for about another 45 minutes, and then we'll be calling it for the night. Shut this thing off. Where are we at? 85%. What the heck? What's this 85% junk? I mean, I hope they come out with precision farming soon. Right, spot spraying is going to be great. These full coverage weeds are annoying. Rolling doesn't give you that much of a benefit. I don't know why we're at 85%. We're at 100% fertilization. We've weeded. I need to get a water trailer. If I don't do it while I'm thinking about it, I'll forget about it. The Transstar needs an engine transplant. It's a little underpowered for my taste. Air control. There we go. Save on that spray. Turn that side of the boom off. Oh, we need to buy more. Let's go get a fill. there's only one growth state for grass. So if it's ready to harvest, it's ready to harvest. There's no harvest 2 state. In Farm Sim 22 and earlier, there was a harvest state, or ready to harvest 1 and a ready harvest 2. But the grass in FS25 does not have a second ready to harvest. Giants doesn't explain their decisions. Is it on purpose or is it a bug? You won't know until you report it. And they come back going, that's either not a bug or they fix it. That's all I can say. AJ, not a problem. Not a problem. Does it have a fill gauge on it? I don't see a fill gauge. Alright, catch you later, AJ. Is it any good, Braz? Is it any good? We were talking earlier about too many game releases in too short a time. So like Path of Exiles 2, which is a Diablo-like game, right? It's a hack and slash. But it's a bit more of a strategic hack and slash with an insane dev tree. Well, its follow-up is in early access now. It's a free-to-play game, so early access is pay-to-play. But at any rate, it's an interesting game for sure, and it's something worth checking into if you're into that type of thing. And then we have Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 that has a release date of early February, I think. And then we have Flight Sim 2024. That just came out. Farm Sim just came out. It's just, you know, a flood of stuff coming out here at the end of the year. I said earlier that I kind of envied console players for their lack of choice some days. Right? I'm sure Sony curates the release schedule as best as they can, so not too many games release at the same time, because that ultimately eats into their bottom line. They want to just trickle them out every little bit. You can see the path I took with the fertilizer spreader. There we go. Just one more field. Then we'll get back over here and we'll mow it. Let's get lined up. Well, let's check contracts too. No, we're not doing plowing contracts. We're not doing any of that junk. Harvest. No. No. Nope. None of that stuff. The forest, the trees are all the evergreens. I was thinking the map would look really nice with fall colors, but the vast majority of the forest are those evergreens. So is the new Indiana Jones game like an adventure game? Is it like a male Lara Croft? Man, I don't know. Is it still too late? Is it still too late to pick up the Lego bundle? Bus Simulator is free over at Epic. And then if you're an Amazon Prime customer, oh my gosh. Talk about the free games you can score from Epic and GOG. There's at least 20. At least 20 of them out there. Yeah, the, no, that's different. Oh. So I picked up, but Diablo 2 was free as part of Amazon Prime, wasn't it? I'm looking through it now. But so the Tomb Raider games were. Quake 2. The Outer Worlds, right? That was free on GOG. And then I think starting this week, maybe. Starting soon, we're going to have daily free drops from Epic. Speaking of browsers, I've been trying to figure out what's going on here at the house. I've noticed 99% of the ads on YouTube that I watch like are silent and they fly. Like I might only see 3 seconds of the ad and then it's done. And I've not figured out what magic sauce is causing that. Because I have the same plugins on my work machine and it doesn't happen. But here at the house, it's been like that for a couple weeks. And I don't know what's going on with it. Okay. Where is the thing's engine? It's under the cab. So its engine is here and under here, basically. I mean, it's 95 horsepower. It's a real life thing. They really exist. Right, that's not some ludicrous thing some guy made up that's not real. In 22 and before, there was a modded variant where you could get a flatbed on the front. And you could like use it to feed your animals and stuff. Alright, we want to do swath dropping. You know what? Let's just speed things up here. Let's do a hired helper. Yeah, go to town. And then we'll get our dutes. And we'll collect grass with our dutes. I don't know, and then you have like turbos and all that too. I mean, you can make it do whatever you want. It's a 90 horsepower tractor. It's a mod. It's on the Giants Mod Hub. Alright, so you get the tractor. And you can get a front loader, special front loader arms for it. And then you have a spray tank and a spray module. Or you can get this one. And you can get the loader arms for it. You can get the tank for it. And then the spray thing. So yeah, they're legit things. Look them up. They're legit Fendt tractors. In fact, at FarmCon 24, they were on show for all of the FarmCon participants because that mod pack got released during FarmCon. For FS22. So we're actually going to poison our goats because I'm going to take this grass and take it down to the goats. And I'm using silage additive. Sure, why not? So yeah, FS25, you can get a cut of grass every 2 months. So if you do it right, you can get 4 to 5 cuts a year, apparently. What are you going on about mold for? Silage additive is a way to get additional yield with respect to collecting grass. So you can do silage additive on a forage wagon, you can do silage additive on select balers, you can put it on a forage wagon, no, forage harvester. So in theory, you collect more grass if you have it. So it's bacteria that likes to make your muscles sore? Is that what you're saying? thought that it would stack, yeah. I'm not going to bother with testing it, but yeah, that's the idea. Hello, Mr. Goats. Goats, me oats. Load up that grass column. I mean, it'll hold 1,000,000 liters for the food. We got a ways to go. If I load it up, I'll never have to feed them again. Well, Raz, we call this the gamification. Gamification means that we get more, not just it does it faster. You know what we need to do here? It's time. It's time we did something. It's not big enough. Put that stuff away. Get this out of here. Hello, I cut you down. Oh, am I cutting you under the ground and you don't like it? There, you go away too. Just shove you back there in the fence. No one will see you. Ta-da! We have a new way into the field. Speaking of that, what's up with the bees? Why do bees give you so little honey? they watched the B movie. Is that what you're saying? Oh, this guy's doing a dog leg. So yeah, tomorrow I'll be recording the parsnip, carrot, and red beets video. I don't know if I'll get it all done because I'm going to combine all three into one. Because basically they are all, field prep is the same, planting them is the same, and to the most respect, harvesting them is the same. Oh, it's not too bad, it's just slow. Harvesting sugarcane is more painful. If you've ever done sugarcane, you'll know what I mean. There's kind of a reason why I left all of those crops toward the end. Yeah, you'll never do it again after you do it once. You might not even finish. You might just start it and go, oh, this is ridiculous. And then you're done. You might be like, okay, I tap out. Well, I mean, there's... Alright, this harvester deposits them in I can't go into there because of that. So this harvester deposits them in crates. This harvester you have to overload. This harvester holds 5,500 liters. But when you have a yield like this, per hectare, 5,500 liters is a joke, right? But at least it is storing something. And then this harvester has no storage either. But here's a nice little perk. All the beet harvesters do red beets. Every single one of them. So if you do red beets, you can use a regular beet harvester. Yep. Yep, there's your easy out. Sugarcane is like a 2-row forage harvester. This has no capacity, so it's a forage harvester. And it basically runs like 2 rows, and that's it. And you can get a trailer hitch, but then the things that this will hitch to is few and far between. At least that's how it used to be. Carrots and parsnips are using the de-wolf harvesters, yes. Doesn't make much sense because they're all root crops, right? It's digging the crop out of the ground no matter what. My preferred harvester from FS22 is not brought forward, so that's disappointing. But seriously, 150,000 liters off of 1 hectare, and then you run that through your canning factory or your soup factory. It's not bad money for the time investment. Now, it would be better if you did it in multiplayer or in a session where you had a friend. For sure, but it's not impossible. You're just going to want a field that's really long. And has a good amount of room around it. The squarer, the better. Well, the way I saw it is, I feel the stuff we're missing is something that a trade-off Giants had to make in order to keep the install size reasonable, because they still distribute the game on disc. And I know the PC DVD version was 3 discs, was the installer. So at some point, right, the cost of the install media, the cost to do all the pressing and packaging for the physical media distribution probably dictates a specific size before it becomes something that you don't want to spend the money on. And until they abandon the physical distribution, there's probably going to be some level of limit to the file size. That's my spin on it. Because if they completely abandon the physical distribution, then the download size can be as big as it wants to be. I mean, look, you got Call of Duty and other things like that that are really huge. I don't even know how many DVDs Call of Duty would take if it was in physical distribution. Alright, that's probably enough for our sheep. Yeah, that's good for now. Yeah, I wouldn't do a contract. No. But that was over 300,000 liters worth of parsnips, right? So if you if you had the production, so 45%. That's $135,000, or 135,000 liters of preserved parsnips off of a 300,000 liter harvest. And 3 hectare field, 139,000 liters, so that's 280 for two hectares, easily over 300,000, right? So if we look at our prices for preserved parsnips, $260 per 1,000 liters. So 135 times 260 is $35,000. Okay, maybe not the best money. Parsnip soup, $402. Right, so let's go back here to our soup. It's 70. What is that math? 300. That's 25%, so that's even worse. So 300,000, right, times 402, $30,000. So it's not stupid money like poplar is. Yeah, the Gaming Joy contract mod. I told him it was the Making Contracts Great Again mod. I wonder, can we send this guy back? I don't know. Great job. Go here. Are you gonna actually do it? Or are you gonna get stuck somewhere? Alright, we're going to take the rest of this grass back to the farm. We're going to run it through our production. And we're going to convert it to hay and silage. What the heck are you doing, dude? You're driving through a freaking guy's field. Whatever, it's not my field, I don't care. Ronco, it is to be determined when this map will get released, because it's still got some more work to do. He still needs to swap out the trees, and then once he's ready to send it to Giants, of course Giants needs to test it, and nobody really knows how far back Giants is as far as their testing queue, since they're no longer publishing that information. But I do know folks that have submitted mods as far back as 2.5 weeks ago, and those mods have yet to show up. So my guess would be sometime in 2025, in maybe mid-January, because the reality is Giants is going to be going on holiday break here probably in the next week and a half. And if they are a few weeks already behind on mod testing, something submitted today probably isn't going to get tested until January. And then there's going to be a flood of stuff getting submitted over break, right? So my guess would be CavalierRoy has a target of getting it submitted to Giants before the holiday break, so he can be ahead of the holiday break submissions. Because I expect Giants will break for the holidays sometime December 20th to 22nd. And then they probably won't come back until January 2nd. Or maybe even the following week. Did he actually get back to the farm? I guess we'll find out in a minute. Looks like he did. As he drove through a guy's field. Oh, he beelined for this road. That's what he did. So, all that's just speculation on my behalf. I don't really know anything official. Loud. Out of space. Alright, well, I have a way to take care of that. Draw some more mixed rations out of here, and then that's probably where we're going to call it for the night. I want to thank you all for coming out and watching tonight. Like I said, tomorrow night we're going to be recording our root veg video. The goal is to be back here on Thursday streaming once again, but we'll have to wait and see. At any point in time, Giants could drop another map, and that takes all priority over anything else. Friday, we're going to be over on our Funhouse channel, doing Wreckfest once again. And it's hard to believe that Christmas is almost here, right? We need Semper to buy a router, so we can get into our second Baldur's Gate 3 run over on the secondary channel. Ahead of that update, which will probably come out sometime early next year. And until next time, happy farming.